This is starting. This is starting, guys. Let's go. First series of the day, MrYo versus Chart. Let's see if everything is going to work smooth, really smooth. Hopefully it will. Civilizations are going to be... What are going to be the civilizations? Oh my god, the great support is starting, Mr. Move Forward, because this tournament is just amazing. And now we have blue MrYo in the north, green Chart in the south, Incas and China. Let's analyze deeply, like you only know how to do it, those civilizations.
Yeah, so as we said earlier, people, Incas is one of those civs you need to scout very heavily. With Incas, you could play extremely aggressive, but you could also just wall up and play the Eagles. Eagle warriors are extremely cheap. They're not taxing on your eco. I think it's only 20 food a piece. Yes, it's gold heavy, but a beautiful unit to spam. So that's going to be very important for Chart. He needs to scout whether Yo is going forward with villagers or whether Yo is going to play meta. And then we've got Chinese by Chart. Chinese is somewhat of a scout civ lately. I noticed a lot of players tend to open up scouts with Chinese. It really favors their playstyle as well. And one thing with Chinese is that it is very difficult to come back if you got lamed. Now, MrYo already laming. Took two sheep from Chart and is now diving the Rhino, man. I mean, they're wasting no time. MrYo is already in Chart's base trying to find all the goodies.
All the aggression. I don't know if he saw no, but he missed the Rhino for one tile.
Ooh, no.
He missed the Rhino for one tile, which I'm gonna be honest, I prefer he miss it. Because if he's still into Chinese, two goats and the Rhino, oh boy, it could be a really complicated game. And you know what I want? I want the best games possible. And obviously, the best game possible can be with all the resources. Being said that, we can check Chart. People was asking who is this guy? 23 years old from Japan, and this is his map. Goal in front, in top of that hill, stone on the right side, wood at the back, berries at the back, goal at the back. But the map, it's quite open, Mr. Mooney.
Yeah, it's really open, and I kind of love this. This forces the players to play aggressive. It forces the players to make units, and if they wall, it is wallable, but it's gonna... I mean, it's just gonna be so expensive to wall all of this. By the way, the Eagle of Yo on the prowl almost got a villager there, but Chart with the quick walls is gonna keep it safe.
Yeah, anyways, China, so he has the loom already, shouldn't be a big problem. Then we're gonna check map for MrYo, the Chinese. A lot of people, include myself, was probably expecting he being qualified in the quarterfinal, but it's true that against MBL anything can happen, and it's exactly what happened last weekend. There was a small pause, now the game keep going. His map, I'm analyzing his map right now. He's gonna lose a villager. No,
yeah,
has to be careful, man. And now Yo is house it. He's starting like probably the whole tournament, not sharp at all, Mr. Moody. MrYo is not playing really sharp.
And man, we talked about this at the start of the game. Last week against MBL, he didn't look that sharp either. And now getting housed at the start of his game with Incas, I'm not so sure how Yo is looking today. There might be the possibility of an upset for Chart, but then Chart needs to play his heart out today.
Yeah, he need to play incredibly well. 2 villies on wood. That means 2 villies on wood means that MrYo probably is going to go tower rush with villies and blast mid forward. Wouldn't be surprised. I'm checking the map, and his woodline is really forward in front. Big one, but in front. All the woodline is in front. Well, he has something at the back, but far. Main goal in front. He need to go aggressive. And China, it's a great civilization if Chart is gonna have, let's say, a relaxed game. But even if you don't have pressure, do you think Chart can really be relaxed when he knows that if he has been to quarterfinals, he's gonna be in the top 8 in the world?
No.
Also a lot more prize?
And how? I mean, this is the first time Chart ever got this far in a tournament. I can't even remember him playing another big tournament before this one. So, Man, do you know of him playing any big tournaments before King of the Desert 3?
I'm not sure. I think he played King of the Desert 2, but what I'm checking right now is 6 villies going forward. 6 villies going forward. He didn't look so smooth. No sharp. MrYo, House at Titanic, 8 minutes 35 seconds up. 8 minutes 35 seconds up, and MrYo want to finish these games, and this is as fast as possible. He want to be ready to prepare against the Viper, Mr. Money.
Yeah, I think so, but I'm looking at the villager difference, man, and yeah, I know he's Chinese and all, but that's already 5 villager difference
Only?
in favor of Chart. Only, yeah.
whoa.
At this stage of the game, 5 villagers extra, that is huge. I'm just looking for the angle of MrYo, and MrYo is gonna attack from the left side. Now this actually favors Chart a little bit, because his stone is all the way over to the right side of Chart's base. Chart has a wood line all the way over at the right, and also a main gold all the way over at the right. There is the blacksmith coming up now from MrYo, and he's probably gonna pressure the berries and maybe even that back wood line first.
You know what I'm missing here? I'm missing here that he's sending one village at the same time behind the other side, behind the wood line. Like, not 6 here and nothing in the other side. Usually, the most effective strategy with Incas is when you are sending, like he's doing here, and then one village. But man, he has already the +1. He's doing the wheelbarrow. Why he's doing the wheelbarrow? Because those villages are gonna be even quicker with the upgrades. Look at the tower he's gonna make on his face. Really on his face. But like you said, this is not super terrible for Chart, honestly.
No, like it's just like you said, man. Imagine one villager also going on the other side of his base, dropping just 1 tower on that other wood line. Then suddenly Chart would be in a huge pickle. But right now, he could potentially just tower defense this. And don't forget that Yo has 6 villagers right now, not gathering any resources. So, if Chart manages to defend, Chart is going to be in a good spot. But, I mean, against Yo with Incas, it's going to be extremely difficult to defend.
Yeah, but we're telling that he's not, like, now it's China. What is the food incoming for Chart? It's already basically those 3 hunters. Those 3 hunters with the, he still have villages. He has food. Oh, and now he's going in, he's going in, he's going in, he's going on. Hey, man, this is so dangerous.
Be a quick one.
But it's so dangerous for Yo. It's dangerous for Yo. Yo lost a village. He's gonna lose another village. I don't know. MrYo is going too greedy. I'm not sure about this strategy. He's gonna wall it. He's gonna lose another village down for both. But in this situation, sharing, trading villages, move forward, I'm not so sure for MrYo.
Me neither, man. Look at the field difference. It's a 6 villager lead in favor of Chart. The only thing that is really worrisome to me is the fact that Chart has barely any food income. Yo still has sheep under his TC. So Chart will have an idle TC coming up shortly. But so far the defense of Chart has been beautiful. And if you look over on the right side of Chart's base, he opened up the wall for one Waman to get out of there. I think he might drop an outpost on the right side, just to make sure he doesn't get trashed from that angle.
He's better doing because look, the outpost, Memstradamus, no, Munidamus here, yes, with the outpost here. Now, just check it out, outpost, fog of war, and we will see how he's gonna spot immediately. Now I like what MrYo is doing. He's trapping one villager, but that trap, it's bad for him, because that trap is gonna kill his tower, and that tower is not going up. Man, MrYo in problems in the first game. Real problems.
This is crazy. This is exactly what Chart needed. Yo going extremely aggressive, but not really succeeding so far. Now Chart has farms. These are Chinese farms. They have look, food.
Sorry. Look at the outpost he's doing, Yo.
Oh.
Yeah, well, outpost there. But okay, I'm waiting you. I mean, Chart is gonna take. Come to me, baby. Come to me. You see?
Oh, yeah.
And what is he going to do now,
what
Mr.
is
Yo?
doing?
He's waiting. I don't.
Look at Yo's cage.
Look at the trap. Look at the trap on the left. In the berries, he's getting trapped by. What the hell?
Oh, he got out.
Yeah, and now he's gonna get it.
From
it's not even trap. It's himself with the palisade gates. What the hell? And now just make a tower, man. MrYo, with all this aggression, kill 2 units and Chart kill 3. Chart is definitely in a good position, but now he's doing a counter tower.
Yeah, but that's not a good counter tower from Chart. I think he dropped it first, and then Yo dropped his tower later. But now look at the villagers going over.
Well, he got more.
Gonna fight.
He got more. He can fight, even if he's in Cavaliers. Doesn't matter. MrYo is still not doing any damage. At this level, I'm not really sure about this kind of strategies, Money. Even if MrYo is favorite. I mean, the players kinda don't panic anymore. Oh my god!
Oh.
He trapped the 2 villies! He trapped the 2 villies now, and now, oh my, and now he palisade himself. He's gonna take the villy probably. Well, he need to delete or gonna lose both. He's gonna take one. I don't know what he's doing. Yo is blocking himself. Oh man, he's losing those 2 villies. He's maybe gonna kill one. He should delete that palisade himself to kill that villain from Chart, and it's definitely gonna be better for Chart again. Another good trade for Chart. He's losing 2 villains. Damn it, move forward.
Wow, man, this is crazy. Yo is dying. Yo is literally dying. I'm looking at Yo's own base. His eco is terrible. He has 3 farmers. Yo has 3 farmers. That's all he's got for food eco. Look at the Chinese eco already flourishing, dropping more farms at home. Chart defended this trush like a champ, and now Chart will probably transition into military soon.
They are humans. They are humans. They feel the pressure. Even MrYo is feeling the pressure. Outpost. No, man, MBL is the co-caster later. He's not coming yet. But there's outposts all over the map. Like you can see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Well, for both players now another tower. He's in the desperate mode activated, Mon.
Yes, there's an 8 village elite for Chart. Chart is just gonna make counter towers to keep his eco safe. More villagers being pulled by MrYo. 7 villages forward right now. From 30 fills total. That is so aggressive from Yo. He knows that it's all or nothing now for Yo. He needs to make something happen. If not, he's just gonna fall more and more behind.
Yeah, he needs also, in my opinion, the fletching. Is very important. But another thing that it's okay, he's doing fletching. It's okay for Yo. He couldn't take any damage at home. Chart, imagine if Chart was already with a barrack and 3-4 archers. I don't know, it could be already the game. And this is now gonna be complicated because if both are reaching castles in a similar time, which I'm not sure, I believe that Chart should be faster in castle, but in similar position in castle age, still eagle civilizations are always very dangerous and that open.
That is true, and therefore Chart should definitely try to go up to castle age first. He should be the first one to get there. He's got eco, he's got more eco, and he's got it for longer than his opponent. So I was also expecting him to make an army transition, but we're not seeing a barrack from Chart yet. So I'm not sure about this from Chart. I would love to see a counterattack.
9 villies! He got 9 villies forward, like 5 in one tower, 4 in the other. He's doing the tower. Well, I mean, it's good that he's trying to deny the goal, but he got 2 towers in that goal, and that tower with fletching is only hitting the one on the left. He's not gonna send villies. I don't know. He's gonna try to kill some villies. He need to kill some villies. He need to make some damage, MrYo. If he's not doing some damage in those villies, now he's gonna take. No! Chart is microing like God.
Chart is on point. The tower defense so far has been beautiful from Chart, and even now Chart is just playing amazing. 3 towers to defend against 2 towers. Yo has a lot of villagers idle non-stop, and Chart, I just want to see his follow-up. Yes, he's defended beautifully, but what is his follow-up? Is he gonna transition into castle age, and is he gonna go knights? Is he gonna go archers?
Oh, look. Ooh, he deleted the palace and now he's gonna notice. He noticed. But he's there.
Beautiful.
He's sending another village. He's gonna palace and let's see the micro. Now he's not gonna lose 2 villages and Chart. He's definitely doing the job. Definitely gonna take the tower now. Doing a good job. But look at it, the goal. This is so it's mad that MrYo is sending all the villages. Remember that those villages got all the upgrades, Mr. Mooney.
Oh boy, yeah, I'm not sure what Chart is doing. Chart is dropping a grocery store at home. He's dropping that market. I feel like Chart is making a big mistake right now, man. Chart wants to go to castle age. I feel like he needs military.
Yes, I agree completely. He needs to take the advantage that he has more villages than him, make some army, because if he's going just for the village battle against the Incas, you will lose. He got +1/+1. In the long run, you will lose. Now he's microing those villages. Look how the low HP village on the right side. MrYo is just putting on the tower. He's gonna make another tower. And the good thing here is that he's trying to deny the resources. This is what he's doing. But even like that, Mooney, his economy is looking good.
Yeah, and take a quick peek at Chart's resources, people. Flirting with castle age. If we look over to MrYo, also doing the same. So even though all this aggression has been going down, Yo is almost ready to click up, which is amazing. He's rocking a little bit too much wood. think that Yo is going to drop a market soon as well to try and balance his eco to go up with a very good castle age time of his own. So
Yeah.
MrYo with excellent macro behind all of this aggression.
Yeah, but he's on the way to Castle Age. He's on the way to Castle Age. Mr. Chard is on the way to Castle Age already with only one thing to say. That not a single military building. And now he should be able to make knights, but he got no barrack, no stable, no nothing. And if you don't have anything, now MrYo only need the market. And if he reach Castle Age and deny the goal constantly, MrYo will be happy.
Exactly, yeah. And this is, again, I don't understand this, man. Why not make that army transition? It could go for siege. You don't need a barrack to drop a siege workshop.
Look,
you could
a
go
guy.
for monks, but look at Yo. Yo
Look,
is
a guy.
going at it.
But
Yo
how
is
many
going for
villas
the
he got
tower.
forward? Moon, he got 5, 10,
10?
he got 14 villas forward. 14 villas forward, and he still managed to go to Castle Age with 14, and now he's gonna make another tower. That's really insane that with 14 villas not gathering any resources, is still able to go Castle Age not so far away from his opponent.
Yeah, that is insane. And people don't forget, Incas have cheaper stone buildings. So towers are cheaper for Incas, but also the castle is cheaper. Now, if you look at these towers and you look at this hill, and you know that Yo is going up to Castle Age, what will he be dropping on this hill? I'm gonna guess with 14 villages forward, he's gonna go for that forward castle drop on
Not
Char's
14,
face.
not 14 anymore, because in the meanwhile that you were describing all this, 2 villas down, 2 villas down against Chart. Now another barrack, obviously Eagles, the Botkin arrow with those towers there is not gonna let that happen. And you know what I'm missing for Chart? Instead of doing well, Siege Warsaw is fine, but I will do University War Tower right away. War Tower in this situation is a must.
Yeah, I completely agree. Guard Tower definitely worth it. If you look at all these towers from Chart, how many does he have even? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 towers. That is
Countless.
crazy. Make Guard Tower, your eco
Yeah.
will be safe forever.
He's not doing. He's with the Siege War sub. He's gonna go with the Mangonel now. He's gonna try to go Eagles. Is he doing Eagles already? He's doing 1 Eagle Warrior. But it's the first barrack, right? Yes. Now that I just noticed, it's the first barrack also for MrYo because he went for the blanket approach. Village difference is just, well, just look at the village difference and tell me, man. Tell me. It is some difference, but not as huge as it could be. And there you go. The Mangonel is coming, and now University. The War Tower can just make the game go for one or the other player. Insane.
I completely agree. I love this move from Chart, especially because his opponent is dropping a Siege Workshop. Now, Watchtowers, they don't do well against Mangonels, but Guard Towers are amazing at defending against the Siege push. So going for the Guard Tower defense is a correct response from Chart for sure. Chart also dropping a second TC now on his other gold, which I really do love. But there is an outpost from MrYo right there, seeing everything. And that's such a scary feeling if you're Chart, knowing that your opponent has outposts in your own base.
I have listened a body, a dead body. I don't know if it was blue, if it was green. I don't know where to look anymore. War Tower is happening. Right now, the Mangonel is going to be there. But the Mangonels against the War Towers, I insist. Mooney, I insist. Almost useless. You will see how the Mangonel can't really get destroyed. Immediately, a skill bard in armor. But do we have a barrack? No, he's doing a skill bard in armor, which I love it, but he's still not even a barrack. So it's taking a while, and like I told you, man, is that the Mangonel or was the outpost? No, the Mangonel is still alive at the back. He's not attacking. I don't know, but I think MrYo will try to still make a castle there. What do you think?
I think so, man, but oh my gosh, take a look at MrYo's base. His macro is just insane. He's dropping a 30C at home. MrYo is gonna take the boom approach here, even though he's got a lot of pressure forward still. It's getting taken down by Chart, and at the same time he's just adding eco at home, doing a good job at it. The field difference is still 7, which is significant, but at the same time Chart with 17 idle villagers right now.
Only-
Yo has more working villagers than Chart right now.
Only 17 either Villiers, not looking bad at all then. Now he lost one tower. I still smell he's gonna be able to make a castle there. He want to probably make the castle in the main goal. He still have another goal on the other side. Now the stable is happening. MrYo still need to be really careful at home. And we got to say, no experience, big tournament. Remember guys, this is a $50,000 tournament. Chart is the first time in this situation. No panic at all.
Yeah, I'm in love with Chart's approach. Actually, of this whole tournament, he's the underdog. He was seeded number 46. He's taking on MrYo, arguably a top 3 player in the world right now. And he's showing no restraint. He's not scared at all. He defended this like a champ. And he's still in the game. We're 33 minutes in. Both players getting to similar villager numbers. We see the Inca players going for Eagle and going forward with villagers. What is he going to be dropping here?
Well, it's obvious. It's obvious. The castle is gonna happen, and then the castle with Kamayuks is gonna eat those knights. So what Charles will do right now? Raid. You need to raid, or don't let that castle happen. Because if you check, he got knights, mangonel, but MrYo knows that he's doing stables. Yes, he does, and he can see even the knights. The knights are coming. The castle is definitely not super greedy because he knows that he's not in a position to go so crazy with the castle, Mooney.
Yeah, but I'm actually in love with this castle. This castle will reach at least one of the 2 guard towers, will take it down. It will also deny the main gold, and it will open up the hill for MrYo to put his siege upon. So I know it doesn't look that greedy, but I'm in love with this castle. It's
Mooney,
a safe castle.
I have to interrupt you, man. You are in love with everything today. You are so romantic today. What's going on with you, man?
Yeah.
You are in love, falling in love. Mooney, what is this? Okay, so what else you are in love right now, Mr. Mooney? No joke.
Oh man, I'm in love with this game.
Yes.
MrYo against Chart, and it's actually neck on neck. I love it.
The wood. You're not gonna be in love with that wood because 3 knights, a hole, and Villy is going down from MrYo. More Villy is going down. MrYo is losing Villies, but still, how is possible? Money, 2 Villies behind only. 2 Villies behind only for Yo.
Yeah, but look at the idle villager count right now. He's putting everything back to work. Chart needs to use his mobility. Chart has knights. Knights are quicker than the Kamayuk, than the monks. He needs to be raiding left and right, hitting and running non-stop. MrYo dropping a 4th TC while he also got his castle up. Wow.
Check Chart economy. Chart economy is starting to explode even if he has 26 villages on foot and Yo 37 right now.
38.
But those 2 TCs on the left together that is mining a lot of stone will probably put a castle there. It's just gonna be amazing because Chart is on the way to Imperial.
Wow, yeah, that is amazing. And don't forget, Chart is playing as the Chinese. Chinese, one of the strongest civs in the game. And look at this castle from Chart, man. He is up to Imperial Age and he's dropping a castle.
Amazing.
That equals trebuchets. And MrYo, is he even close to clicking up? Well, the answer is no.
He's gonna be there,
Chart
he's gonna
is
be
in
there.
a good spot.
But he's coming, Mooney. He's coming with the mangle. He's gonna try to make it out castle. The mangle is going to be there. He's gonna try to pick some villages. Got one. Now he's gonna make another. He has to be careful. He's gonna take it. I think that castle will be up, but he's denying a little bit. 40 farmers, yo. How is possible in this situation he managed to have that incredible macro? This is sick.
Yeah, the macro of MrYo is just crazy. The mango goes down. The castle will go up. MrYo is definitely not out of this game, but it's not looking great for MrYo right now.
He clicked it up now. He's up to Imperial. He's up to Imperial, but I only can say one thing. I don't know who's gonna win or lose this game, but people was thinking, MrYo versus Chart as favorite. That series, 3 great series today. 3 great series today. Look at the first game.
And back and forth.
Yeah, man. And now, what army for Chart? Cavaliers against one of the best infantry civilizations. He should go now Chukunus. He only got 1 castle. The unit choice now is crucial for Chart to keep going in this game.
Yeah, I completely agree. And even going Chukunus is a little bit scary because Incas, Eagle Warrior have extra pierce armor. That means they're really strong against archers. So Chart's army combination, it's gonna be a little bit awkward. Two Canoes and Cav is always a beautiful army composition, but the Eagle with extra Pierce armor and Elite Eagle Warrior being created right now, just an insane unit to deal with Two Canoes.
Okay, let's see. He's doing a second castle on the left. Perfect position. Man, Chart is going champions. It's going champions, which against Eagles and Kamayuks, it might be a great one, but there's one problem here. MrYo has spotted those barracks, so now MrYo can switch to Slingers, for example. But he's doing barracks as well.
Yeah, but I Champion and Two Canoe, I think they would do well against Eagles and Slingers, but I'm not completely sure. It all depends on how they play it out, what the numbers are. I think Chart, I'm not even sure if he's going to take this castle down. He should take the castle down on his main gold. That will open up a lot of new resources for him. But MrYo, people, looking at MrYo's village account, he's just out macroing Chart right now. And Chart is falling very far behind villager-wise. 20 fill lead for MrYo.
Because in this situation is when you start to see, look at this. I mean, Chart has right now, Moon, 0 villages on gold. Because MrYo with that castle, I mean, if he's now losing that one, he's controlling 2 goals for Chart. 2 gold. He has no goal access right now. He could go and take those goals in the north, but he's not taking 0 goal at the moment. So even if his transition is trying to be the correct one, he's not gonna be able, because now Yo can do whatever he wants. His economy, it's already a boom. It's on another level right now.
Yeah, and I feel like Chart is slowly but steady losing the grip on the map, on the match, and also on the map. If you look on the left side, all the way over at the left at the stone, Chart was right there with a lot of villagers. Yo spotted it, killed the villagers. Now Yo is also defending against these knight raids from Chart. They're still knights, not cavalier. They're only with +1, so Chart is not going with the cav line. And frankly, he doesn't have the gold for it, so it makes a lot of sense.
Well, he's trying to go and take the goal now. He's still with 0 village on goal. He's using the market. He should take some relics, because I think now MrYo is even taking more relics. How many? He's taking 3 relics already. Elite Eagle Warrior. But man, that army from Chart, is he played properly, it will stop the Eagles. And right now, he's well protected. He's almost impossible that he's getting raided by Yo. So even if the resources are much better right now, if Chart is holding a little bit and be able to manage to mine that goal and put another castle, because he's gonna put an amazing third castle. Oh boy, let's see.
Yeah, that is true, but I just don't like the numbers of Chart. Yes, I see 7 Two Canoes, and I see a few two-handed swordsmen running around with +1 defense. I'm not that impressed by his army right now, but obviously he has castles to defend. He's got some time to mass his army. Now he's got gold again. But if I'm looking at Chart's production queue, he's only producing villagers right now. He's not producing any military, and Chart needs to get his military numbers up, because Yo almost doubled the military already.
Yeah, because for a while he didn't get raided, and like you said, how is possible? This is the most impressive here. MrYo have right now 132 villages. 30 villages more than his opponent. That's sick. That's sick. And that happened because he keep, under all this situation, under this pressure, money, he keep booming like crazy. Like the multitask for these top 3 players, I mean, there should be some difference between the players. If one is seed number 3 and the other 46, you need to notice the difference at any point, right?
That is true, and we're definitely seeing a MrYo that is sharp, that wants to win. He started off rather sloppy, but right now he's all warmed up. And MrYo is macro on point, 174 population against Chart 145. Chart is losing his castles. Now these castles are not just there to protect his main goal, but they're also his production buildings, as Chart wanted to go 2 canoes. But he's got 1 castle left right now, so Chart is in a huge pickle. But Chart finally getting some decent military numbers. All of a sudden, the military numbers are equal.
They are equal. There is some raiding at home. Just look at that. The infantry is only +2/+1. It might if he could have some decent economy and have that army fully upgraded. I'm telling you, the army composition here for Char is amazing, but he's missing the upgrades. Those slingers fully upgraded. Those eagles fully upgraded in a minute. It's probably not gonna be able to stop. And now MrYo's score is just exploding, because he's even raiding on the left, taking some more villages, and wow, how he progressed in the game. Now champions, but MrYo, sloppy start, brutal gameplay after.
Exactly. Chart is trying to make some magic happen on the right side of MrYo's base. There's a few 11 champions are diving in the right side, but as you said, his upgrades are, he's got +2/+2, and that's nothing fancy in Imperial Age. Wants to take this DC, will not work. There's a castle right there for MrYo to defend. And if I look at the left side, man, MrYo's push is looking super scary. 5 trebuchets, elite eagle warriors, slingers behind it. Good numbers. This might be over very quickly.
That's not a push, man. That's a push, man. A real strong. Doing all the upgrades, Andean slings. Remember that upgrade? No minimum range for those units. Imagine those units without a minimum range needed, you know? Green Archer armor, it just... Yes. Well, it's incredible, man. Because we couldn't expect this after the start. Like how MrYo exploded it with the boom. It was just really, really massive. But honestly, I really think that the biggest problem was that Chart was for a really long time without goal, and that gave those 2-3 minutes that MrYo needed to recover fully.
I completely agree, and the game is over. GG.
Oh my god. Holy moly, the first game, 50 minutes. 50 minutes was going to be easy. MrYo was at some point with 6-7 villages behind. Like, yeah, but the map control, we didn't mention a note, I think, Moni. It was the map control, what it gave the win to MrYo in this game.
Yeah, especially that gold control that MrYo kept for the longest time. Not allowing Char to mass up his gold unit composition. He could not make enough Chukanus, could not even go knights. That was very difficult for Char. And Char played so well. I thought this was going to be a walk in the park for MrYo, but looking at this first game, we might be in for a good series.
Well, I'm sorry, but if I don't make a mistake, Mr. Moon, I just put the co-casters, and you looks a little bit like Soupy, you know? Man,
you look like Soupy, one man. Handsome guy.
But Soupy's nice, you know? Soupy's nice, okay. Anyway,
man, that mustache.
Now is there. Look at this smiley face with Money. Look at this smiley face. I wanted to say it. This is the co-caster with me. Remember to follow him. And guys, we're going to analyze the everything, the achievements. Hopefully you have enjoyed the first game. MrYo then later was strong, but he need to be sharp all the time against the top, because if he's having these problems against the top, it happens what happened against MBL. He will lose.
Exactly, yeah. Like I completely agree. If MrYo plays like he did this game against any top 3 player, not gonna win it.
No, it's not possible. He recovered because, well, the map control, and also MrYo, a stronger player in theory, but he has really to be careful. Guys, let's go. Game number 2. Let's go, guys. Ladies and gentlemen. First series of the day, game number 2, with me, Mr. Mooney, and now, Civilizations, what is going to be? Oh, man, this matchup. Mongols versus the gods. I mean, in theory, a really tough matchup. Mongols versus the gods. MrYo need to go extremely aggressive, because if not, what can happen with these Civilizations, Mr. Mooney?
Yeah, so we've got Mongols against gods. I'll start off with Mongols. Mongols is a very early feudal aggression civ, as in he can go up to feudal really quick because of his hunt bonus, and then he can go with early scouts, apply a lot of early pressure to his opponent. But his opponent is playing with Goths, and Goths start off with Loom, which is already a win. And also with Goths, the current meta is really dark, as in you send a villager forward to try and lame your opponent's resources. But that's not what Chart is doing. Chart is going to play Goths somewhat standard or somewhat old school, I'd say, but he's got 7 on foot right now. Now he's going for the woodlines. So what Chart might do is Chart might commit to a drush and a long drush, trying to apply a lot of pressure to MrYo in Dark Age to try and postpone that Feudal Age from coming in.
Okay, well, let's see. I don't know, but I'm not feeling well today. And I'm worried because I'm not feeling well. And that's a real problem for me. And I don't know if I'm gonna be able to keep streaming this, which is incredible money because I'm not feeling well today. Poof. So if that happens, Mr. Moon, I will have to give you the code for my channel and you take over, man. I'm seriously telling you because I'm not feeling good, man. I'm really feeling not good today. I don't know what happened, but I don't know if it's the pressure, not sleeping well. I will try to keep going, but I'm feeling dizzy. You know, I don't know how to explain. I got really big headaches today. I have to be in the sofa. I'm sweating right now and not feeling great. So if that happens, guys, I will try to hold this game somehow. And if I cannot, Mooney, if you are down for it, you only need to take my code and stream in my channel. If you can do it, okay?
Of course, my dude. Yeah,
I have to tell because I'm not feeling good, and it's good that you don't see the webcam right now. I'm sweating like crazy. I don't know if I got a virus or something, but I'm really not feeling well. Anyway, let's keep trying. MrYo and Chart, you were describing all the civilizations. We got gold at the back, bears on the right side for Yo, and what I don't understand is if you pick gods, why you don't try to go really aggressive?
Exactly. So with goths, Dark Age is somewhat of an age you shine in because of that loom you start off with, because of the cheap militias. There is a villager from Chart dropping that house wall at the front of his base, so I'm gonna expect that there's gonna be a barrack coming up. But yeah, there we go. So definitely a barrack drop from Chart. That means he is gonna play extremely aggressive early on, as he's not dropping his mill yet, so he's gonna go barrack before mill, a very early drush. Might even push Yo off of his wood line. That would be a big win for Chart, but Yo is pushing a lot of deer, and that's a little bit greedy by Yo. Yes, the deer, I mean, it's a huge buff for Mongols, but Yo is not scouting this barrack from Chart, so Yo does not know that there is an early drush coming his way, and scouting is extremely important in Age of Empires.
Is he going to go up? The hell, man! He's going up without the loom against the gods. Imagine if he was coming out with 5-10 militias or I don't know, man. I mean, what is this? Seriously?
Exactly, yeah. So this, yeah, if you look at Chart is not playing greedy. Chart is scouting his opponent, and Chart is sending the militias in right now. Yo is on his way to the next age, but no loom, people. No loom for MrYo. And if you get drushed, I mean, these militias are gonna definitely take some villagers. But MrYo is spotting the first militia. Let's take a quick peek if Yo notices the militia. Yes, he noticed.
He's
Instant
just
walls.
walling now.
Yeah, beautiful walls from MrYo.
But this is too greedy, man. It's too greedy. It's too dangerous. I don't know. Okay, he's doing the barrack, and this is, yeah, well, complicated, man. Still, really complicated in my opinion. What he's trying. Remember, MrYo is now doing those quick walls, now doing the barrack, but the militias are coming, and he's still without the loom. And look what happened when you don't make the loom. A lot of idle time.
Exactly, and take a quick peek at what Yo is doing, guys. He's dropping a mining camp now on his gold. Now, if you go scouts, you typically don't need gold this early, so this is going to be an archer opening from MrYo, and archers do really well against militias. So Yo is already adapting to the situation. Yes, he pushed in a lot of deer. He's got 2 elephants, which is 400 food apiece. So MrYo, if you look at his resources, he's got 300 food right there, which is more than enough to go scouts. Instead, he goes ranges to deal with the militias. I kind of like this decision from Yo, but at the same time, it was only 3 militias from Chart. Chart is fully walling everything right now.
Yeah, it's doing well, man. It's doing well. It's starting to wall. But just imagine if he went a little bit more aggressive. If he went a little bit faster with the militias, that you can do this with the gods. But he was going more standard. I think he could do a lot of damage. And now Chart is not even up to feudal age. And to wall all that, he's gonna need some time. And now sending so many villages to wall.
Exactly, and don't forget, people, not only is this a lot of resources spent walling, it's also a lot of idle time on the villagers that Yo doesn't need to spend. Yo has got very easy walls. He did the resource walls, and Chart is going for base walls. Now Yo is also keeping a scout on the left side, is probably gonna try and keep it open, but Chart is gonna wall this off completely. Yo is going back home. Is Yo even gonna commit heavy to feudal, knowing that his opponent is fully walled? Yo might also just realize like, hey, my opponent is fully walled. Maybe feudal army is not the way. Maybe I need to drop a lot of farms, go up to Castle H myself. But for now, no farms yet from MrYo. MrYo is going for archers and he's gonna go forward.
Okay, let's see what he's gonna do. He's gonna wall completely. What I don't know, he's gonna go. It's up to feudal. I don't think that with that economy he will be able to even try to go castle. He's not even mining gold. He got 12 villas on berries. 12 villas on berries, man. He already got the fletch in, and let's see if he's gonna break in and get inside. But the Melissa is still around, but MrYo, he's well protected right now, doing the Town Watch. I love that upgrade, and in this situation it usually helps a lot.
Yeah, Town Watch definitely heavy underrated, man. I feel like players need to get that sooner and more often. But yeah, I see a villager from MrYo right now. What is this? What is he doing? 4 villagers being pulled. MrYo's gonna try and pressure.
Oh, the wood, money. Oh, he walled it in the last second, and now you can keep going.
Yeah. So, as I was saying, he's not going forward. He's actually going for the deer. Now, I'm not sure. This could be a debate. He might still go forward with these villagers. He might just go for the berries. Also, people, MrYo, yes, he's going archers, but against Goths, you can't really commit to those archers. So, I don't think we're going to see MrYo go for a double range. I think MrYo is going to stick to the one range. Instead of investing into a second range, he's going to use that wood to drop a lot of farms, try to go up to the next age quickly, potentially play Mangudai. But for now, it's really unclear. The blacksmith is going up, but look at this. Chart is not going to FC this, is going to play full feudal age, is adding skirmishers, did his eco upgrades, and is nowhere near clicking up actually.
Then if he's breaking in, if he's getting, now he's not gonna get inside because he got the skirmishes and doing the fletching. But I wouldn't be surprised that MrYo is gonna drop a stable soon. I really wouldn't be surprised. He's doing some houses. He's like trying to, yeah, those houses like outposts, you know, to see if he's coming. You see how he's spreading his houses all over. And I think that even MrYo doesn't know yet 100% what he's trying to do from now on.
Yeah, that is true, but Chart, guys, I don't like this from Chart. If you make skirmishers, that is gonna delay your castle age time by quite a bit, because skirmishers cost food. Now that is also your main resource you need to click up to castle age. So actually double archery range now from Chart, but he switched away from skirmishers, and Chart is going full archers right now, playing as the Goths. Yes, he made a few skirmishers, but now there's an archer transition. And MrYo, I'm looking at his range, is also still going archers. No skirmishers queued up for MrYo. No more skirmishers queued up for Chart. We're gonna see an archer war being played out here right now, which is something I did not expect after seeing the full wall from Chart.
Yeah, but now this is much better for Yo, because his food income is solid. He got 14 farmers, 7 farmers only for Chart, with 20 villages on wood, which is... it's really a lot. Look at the amount of villages he has in the south, the amount of villages on the right. He needs a lot more farms, and the transition to castle is, like you said, is gonna be really late in comparison with MrYo, I think.
Yeah, I completely agree. Looking at MrYo's resources, Yo is already flirting with the idea of clicking up, but now Chart is gonna be claiming map control, because Chart is gonna commit heavy to feudal army, and MrYo's... like, this could be scary for Yo. If Yo loses map control, don't forget that MrYo is playing completely open. No walls, and these are archers, ranged units. They can hit over the palisades, and you know what? Chart is already going to be denying Yo's first wood line and denying this stable now from MrYo.
Which is definitely not good. He needs to be careful. He's gonna send the villager back. He's now gonna try and will save that villager. He's doing the wheelbarrow, he's doing the house to protect that wood line. He's coming with a lot of archers, but the transition to castle age for Yo Mr. Mooney is extremely smooth and super quick. 18 minutes clicking, that's like 21 minutes up. While Chart is on the way to nothing.
Yeah, that's completely true. Chart is so far away from clicking up, going full feudal, which is a bit of a weird decision. And I honestly think that MrYo is just reading the game better right now. MrYo, like, it's not even as if MrYo has fewer numbers. MrYo actually has more military than his opponent, even though MrYo is producing from just one range, where his opponent is double archery range. So this is looking very, very dicey for Chart right now. Chart is getting pushed off of MrYo's base. And don't forget that Yo will get Castle Age first. He's gonna get that sweet crossbow upgrade. He's gonna rock the Bodkin arrow. And that's gonna be so much more difficult to deal with for Chart. Because if you've got crossbow hitting palisade walls, these palisade walls are just plastic walls. They walls right through. And then there's nothing for Chart to keep his base safe.
The good thing that Chart is doing right now, it's definitely walling well completely. He has on the right side a good hill, and if he hold an oath and his resources are now looking better, he will go up to castle. He's opening the walls, which I don't like it, because he's not expecting this this castle age aggression from Yo that fast. The score is a big difference, and now he's gonna go up. The game is far from over. Why? Because if now MrYo is not doing damage, he's already mining a stone. And be careful, because if Chart is able to hold and put a castle up with the god, it's open! I told you! I can't keep streaming. I really can't keep streaming. How this can be possible? Seriously, I said 1 minute ago that I need a doctor. After this, I'm really even more sick now. He's doing 2 towers. He's on the way to castles, and now all the army is going inside. Holy moly, where he did the house. Man, that was a full Titanic move by Chart.
A full Titanic move, and I'm in love with MrYo's transition, guys. Double stable already dropped. MrYo realizes, hey, I'm playing against goths. Going full archer might not be the way to go. So Yo is going to make a full Cav transition right now, making knights from double stable, while also taking... Oh no, he's losing his army.
Look at that battle!
That's good.
Oh my god,
wow, that's good for Chart.
Everything for what the hell, but MrYo is smart. Rams, trying to go super quick, getting in. He needs to repair that barrack instantly, otherwise can be a big problem, big trouble. But if he repair, what is he doing with that villager? Repair the damn barrack. Where are you going with that villager? I don't know. Anyway, let's see.
This is a really good position for MrYo to be in. I don't like the fact that he completely wasted all his archers. There goes your early aggression. But I'm in love with MrYo's switch, as we said earlier. Going for the siege, the monks, the knights. This is such a difficult push to deal with, especially if you've got archers. So yes, there's 2 towers for Chart on his gold, on his wood in the back. And Chart is on stone. So there will be a castle drop from Chart in the near future, but the units made from that castle, are they going to be enough to deal with the knights, the siege, and the monks? I don't think just Huskarls is going to be enough for Chart. So Chart definitely in a huge pickle right here, needs to keep his base alive.
The problem, Mooney, is that he's losing all the buildings. He got forward, and MrYo is being so smart and did the ram right away. Now he has no barracks, so he can make pikes. Remember, the gods got pikes super cheap. That will be ideal. The castle is going to be there, but like you said, the Huskas are great against range units. Against knights and monks are not that effective, and the castle is okay, but I'm not in love with that castle. You are in love with everything, but I'm not in love with that castle.
Me neither, man. I don't like this castle at all. I feel like it needed to be way closer to the DC. Like this is that's such a bad castle placement. To me, it should be way closer to the DC, but then it's got the mangoes, of course, right there, so it could be denied. Right now, it is an okay castle, but definitely this DC is a goner, and that's gonna open up the whole right side of Chart. Chart has some farms on that mill, and he's adding more farms to that mill, which I think is a bad mistake, as this area soon will be completely overrun by MrYo's forces.
But there's one real thing. Check the population. If he made a bad attack, MrYo and lose those knights, then be careful, because the numbers is the same, village is the same, and now those knights are in danger to be lost. He should repair that mangle. He's not gonna repair, but those knights are under the castle, and now those knights are going to go down. He's gonna lose quite a lot of them, but he lost the TC. So now, no town center for Chart.
No TC left for Chart, people. Chart can't make any more villagers. And I mean, Yo is just in the driver's seat right now. Yo is gonna use his monks to heal the knights. Beautiful move right there. Is gonna regroup, is adding more siege.
Look, sorry that I interrupted you. Look what he's doing. Zero TCs. He's doing a new lumber camp and a new mine camp for a stone. Why? Make a TC. Make a TC there, man. Even on the stone, whatever, you need a town center. I mean, the new meta is keep going without village. Well, I mean, I find it's interesting. You know, like discover some new meta with King of the Desert, but man, make a town center. I don't get it.
Yeah, me neither. And there's 7 farmers left for Chart, make it 6, and they're all on this right side that's about to be denied. But now Chart is going for it. Chart has got 5 Huskarls, he's got still the archers and a few monks, but Chart knows that he's on a time limit. He needs to turn this around. He's gonna dive this with the Huskarls. This is such a difficult position to be in if you're Chart. Trying to keep your base alive as much as you can, but now the mango shot. This is not looking well right now for Chart. And MrYo, I think the score is...
The Mango now. The Mango is getting the kill. He needs to send the huge kill. The problem is the monks. The monks, the army composition, and there's not a problem anymore. Game over. Oh boy. Now, in this game, we have noticed MrYo power. You know, he read the game completely. Now we have noticed probably more than in the first game the difference between both players, to be honest.
Yeah, this game, MrYo went full throttle. He read the game like a book. He did not make any mistakes. He went 1 range up against 2 range and still had more military and still had a quicker uptime. Everything was spot on from MrYo, even his push later on and his knight transition. A beautiful, beautiful play from MrYo.
I love play for MrYo, right? You wanted to say?
Yeah. I'm in love with the play.
Well, military 18, largest army 25, economy. MrYo with more food, with a lot more gold, almost the same wood. The decisions in this game has been on point for MrYo. Didn't make, in my opinion, a spectacular game, but he just did what he has to do. And Chart, not the best decision, because when you are gods, you want to be aggressive, you want to be ahead. If you go a little bit passive, you lose that advantage. And that's what happened in this game, with 7 villages more, and now 2-0 going for the 3rd. Guys, let's go. This is gonna be now, what is gonna be? Well, the 3rd game from the first series, MrYo Chart. There is 2-0, so MrYo is getting there. And hopefully he remember. I don't know if he's gonna win or not, but if he's winning this game, we're gonna have MrYo small interview with webcam again.
Ooh.
And that's always so sweet, guys. Always so sweet. And remember, guys, that we get some giveaways to give during the stream today. $50 each giveaway from Amazon card or Steam gift, we will see. But you know, and it's something to give the viewers in compensation for being patient for so many hours in the stream and enjoying for so many hours. Thanks to Pinstack, that is an amazing sponsor. But now, Mr. Moon.
Yes.
We were talking about that before the games. Do you think the Mayans here should dominate?
I think so, yeah. I know the Britain range is crazy and it's amazing, but I feel like the Mayans have so many tools to counter it that I do believe that MrYo has got a beautiful civ to close out this series with. Also, I'm looking at MrYo's map right now. I see this main gold at the back of his base, which is very important against Britons, especially because of that Britain range. And I'm also looking at these wood lines around his base. Now, with a little bit of walling magic, and with Mayans, your walls are cheaper. You can just connect the wood lines. You'll be fully walled. You'll have a safe gold at the back. You could potentially, you know, be defensive and take it to Castle Age. Whereas Chart, if I'm looking at Chart's base, his main gold already a lot uglier than MrYo's main gold. Chart's berry bush also not the greatest, in my opinion. So Chart definitely not with an amazing map, whereas Yo could definitely make this work.
Let's see if he's gonna make it or not. Of course, with some aggression or some good walls, you can connect out absolutely everything. But you can see that MrYo is going already forward with the eagle, and maybe he's gonna try to lame some. But the laming, let's remind to the people in the stream that the laming is more complicated because the rhinos are usually on the left, I mean on a side, or at the back. There's never forward. So you know the path going with the laming is longer and also harder to find those rhinos.
Yeah, and I'm gonna say it again, man. I'm in love with that. I wish that the DE developers did that as well, because the game is so beautiful even without laming. So it's not needed. Anyway, I see MrYo already denying a house. MrYo might even kill the fill. No, will not take the fill, but is forcing a panic house from Chart. And those little annoying things to start off with is something that MrYo is so good with. So good at being annoying with his scout. Look at this already at the board. Chart can't take in his rhino because Yo is there with his scout. So the second rhino already delayed for Chart. And now Chart also had to bring his own scout all the way at the back of his own base just to get a safe boiler. So that's definitely a win for Yo as well.
Yeah, he didn't take the risk. Like you have seen, he could have taken the risk to take the rhino, but he didn't. Now, I don't see yet a barrack. He's not mining gold either. And maybe we're going to see a transition to archers, because I don't see any gold mining, and seems to be a late barrack already. So maybe a feudal fight. And that benefits also the Mayans, because in feudal, Mayans got cheaper archers. Well, the Britons, what advantage they get, the Britons in feudal? A little bit faster archer production, or that's from Castellage, I think.
Let me check.
I don't remember that one. I didn't check the overlays right now. I forgot. So let's go and check now, and we can see also here. Yeah.
It starts in feudal. So Britons,
Okay.
yes, their archer produce quicker. Exactly, but the Mayans are cheaper, so gonna be cost effectiveness against numbers. Definitely an awesome bonus for both players. So an Archer War Mayans against Britons in feudal age could go either way, and that is honestly good for the Briton player because they're on even ground in feudal age in that regard. So that's definitely not bad. But don't forget that Mayans also have a huge eco bonus, longer lasting resources, definitely overlooked. So the Mayan player is gonna get more food out of these boars, more food out of the sheep, more food out of the zebras. It's just an amazing bonus to have as Mayans.
And it's adding a lot and adding a lot. Still, what you want is to try that your opponent is not going to go transition smooth and easily to eagles. In a battle with archers, it's true that there is no thumbering for Britons, but the range, wow, with ballistic, it can work for Britons. Anyway, we will see. This is all, well, oh, he's up to fiddle, but what is MrYo doing? He's doing militias?
Yes, seems like an old school man-at-arm play, 22 pop man-at-arms from MrYo.
Okay.
Now we don't see this anymore, ma'am. Not really. Like usually Drushing has been more played lately, but we're seeing an old school man-at-arm opening, especially from MrYo. That's not something I've seen him do very often, but this could be a very good move, as Chart's map, as we said earlier, is a bad map. So going forward with the man-at-arms and then adding in archers behind the men-at-arms could be a very solid opening from MrYo.
Yeah, I was a little bit confused for that. I got like, because yeah, the feudal age from MrYo didn't appear in capture age. Well, it can happen, but it wasn't up. So that I was thinking, what is he doing? But no, he's up to feudal age, like you can see there, and it's almost feudal age already. There you go. He's in feudal age already, MrYo, doing now the men-at-arm upgrade. And the good thing is that MrYo is keeping his opponent on his base. That's the good thing.
Exactly, yes. Both players will get men-at-arms, so both players are going to try and delay this fight. Well, not MrYo. MrYo is going to get his upgrades first. So MrYo wants to take this fight with the militia right before his opponent gets his men-at-arm upgrades. But I see a cute little pause right now by MrYo, so got a breather.
Small pause here. Small pause. Well, those questions, Kai09, that you are asking me about foot archer or so on, I have no answer to that. That you can ask to the developers, and they will explain to you, you know, because okay, be careful. He's going back a little bit. The men-at-arms are going to be there for both players, and now the micro is going to be important. But remember that you need to go back. It's pretty even the game till now.
Definitely even. And man, what would you rather have? Would you rather have one eagle and 3 men-at-arm, or one scout and 3 men-at-arm? Or don't you think it matters that much?
Well, right now it's more or less okay because the scout got the feudal attack, so more or less even. So it's similar. The most important is that the patrol in the micro you do is effective, you know. And till now they are not taking the risk. He's gonna go forward. Wow, MrYo is not taking any risk and want to wall completely. Okay.
Yeah, he's walling everything, but he's already got his range. He's already making a blacksmith. And MrYo is going to be making skirmishers to start off with. But MrYo, he's going to spot this lion. That's not a great start for a skirmisher. And skirmishers also aren't that great against men-at-arms.
Take the hunters. The hunters. Look at the
Oh,
hunters.
no.
Because the
Oh,
men-at-arms
wow.
are there. And when he's taking the food, I mean, he's dropping the food. If he's also killing, he's gonna be able to. He's gonna lose the food collected, but he's not killing. Sorry that I interrupt you.
MrYo's
and like
eating
you
the
said-
DC. What is Yo doing? What is Yo doing? He's diving in way too deep.
Yeah, that was it. Well, because he was trying to control at the same time those archers and skirmishers at home. And like we said, he's winning 2-0. But if he confirmed the win and tomorrow, remember, the Viper versus Yo, this MrYo version need to be improved for tomorrow.
Yeah, definitely still a few errors
Small
from
things.
his, yeah, small things, but against good players, they, oh my god, they know how to exploit every mistake you make. So definitely something MrYo needs to focus on. And right now it's actually Chart that's gonna try and claim map control. He's got all of his men-at-arms still alive, a lot of HP there. He's got archers and he is going towards MrYo. But MrYo, as you said, man, completely walled at home. Is completely fine.
Yeah, like we said, he has to be careful because the Viper is a decent player, guys. So MrYo has to be careful if he advances. But the game and the series are not over till it's over. Fletching income, or really, well, no fletching at all for MrYo. Okay. Viper's gonna win 4-0, MrYo. That's impossible.
Oh, there's a hole!
What?
There's a hole for
It's
MrYo.
a-
Disaster.
it's a
Now
big
Yo has to
hole,
poop out.
man.
Are you kidding me? Is he gonna... There's more. There's the men-at-arms. There's the archers from Chart. Chart has fletching now. MrYo without fletching.
99%! 99% of archery range, he's not finishing. Oh boy! MrYo, man! This, well, that hole, it's incredible how those holes are happening all the time. And here, well, he got the fletching. Now he hold it a little bit, but this game is looking so smooth for Chart. Look his economy right now.
Yeah, that was definitely
yeah.
a good last minute for Chart. But at the same time, why did he not commit, man? I feel like he should have done more damage than he did. I like the fact that he got in and got out without losing any of his military. That's always a good thing. But you were in. You could have disrupted the farms, the berries at the top, the wood line at the back.
And even more when you are with 3 men-at-arms or full HP and your opponent has skirmishers. I mean, just go with the men-at-arms to the skirmishes, micro a little bit the archers, like he's doing right now, or trying to do, but obviously better, because you need to move those archers, otherwise he's gonna take them easily like he's doing right now with the archers and the skirmishes. Good micro now by MrYo.
Yeah, and this was terrible from Chart. Like, Chart could have taken this fight inside of MrYo's base, on top of a hill. Now Chart is taking this fight on the middle of the map. The fight doesn't really matter, and he loses all of his army at the same time. So now MrYo, as map control, is going forward. And you know what? Chart, as Britons, forced into full skirmisher defense right now, which is something you don't want to do, because as we said earlier, it will delay your castle age time and also force to get +1 defense. So that was really good for MrYo. And MrYo and Chart both looking at their resources, similar resources. So both of them want to go up, but they don't want to lose this hill at the front of their bases.
But I feel that, is he doing another men-at-arm? No. He just have 1 men-at-arm alive, I think. Yeah, in the south, okay. And skirmishers, he's not producing a lot. The resources are getting closer. It's great situation now for Yo, because in the last 1-2 minutes, all the disadvantage is pretty much gone. And right now, he's probably going to be up even faster, but he's gonna be so close. And then there's a room from for Chart of couple of minutes that with the range, he really should do the damage, honestly. But he got a lot of skirmishes. When you want to make the damage, you need to have a lot more archers.
Yeah, and it's almost as if Chart is listening to you, man. Chart is now making a full archer transition, which I really like. If you continue skirms, your castle age time is going to be delayed even more. So Chart right now going full archers of his own. If I look over at MrYo, MrYo is still making skirmishers and making an Eagle Scout right now. So Chart, again, taking a decent trade. But is he going to follow this up with any pressure inside of Yo's base? Or is he just going to take another win and then run back on the open field?
I don't know, but there is a good point there in the chat, because how is 5 villages idle? He stopped doing villages. No, he stopped doing villages. He just stopped on purpose because he's on the way to Castle Age faster than Yo. Remember that the Mayans are always getting 1 village ahead because of the start, and he just tried to go Castle Age as soon as possible. But even like that, I don't know if he's worth it, because Yo is going up right now with 6 villages more, which is, in my opinion, for the difference that they will have, is a lot. It's really a lot. Is MrYo up? Yes, it is. And
yes,
I don't know why.
Is up, and it's a lot, but at the same time, I feel like with Britons, you really need that power spike in Castle Age, and it can't come too soon for Chart. I feel like Chart is gonna have, well, it's only like 24% difference between the two, but he's gonna have a few seconds where he's got crossbow. His opponent is without a lot of army, because Yo is losing a lot of his military right now. All those skirms are weak as well. So Chart will definitely claim map control at the time he gets his upgrades. And then MrYo could be in a huge pickle. Yo is going triple barrack at home right now, adding a lot of Eagle Warriors. So complete Eagle Warrior switch from MrYo. Might commit to skirms as well. It's going to be skirms and Eagle Warriors from Yo.
So he doesn't want to really fight against the Britons archers, which is solid. But like I said, Goldmine and Arbrit, with that range, the Chart archers could make now a lot of damage if he's getting inside. Because you need the Eagle Warriors. That is not going to happen that quick. We have the Castle Age almost there. You can see 75%. I don't know why the overlay doesn't show it, but I'm just showing it here at the bottom left. And still, man, it can really be deadly, but the Eagles are so dangerous. And MrYo is gonna try to wall, which shouldn't be able to do it against those crazy archers. He's gonna now break the palisade or not. He's doing, yeah. Gonna try to get in. He's gonna kill a village. Man, when there's no ballistic, how different it is.
Yeah, completely true. And this is the moment for Chart to shine. And honestly, like, even if Yo would have lost 2 villagers walling this off, he still has more villagers. He just needs to buy time right now. And that's what Yo did with that rewall. Now Yo is pulling away his villagers. And you know what? There's going to be elite Eagle Warriors and skirmishers on the field to take down this crossbow army. So Chart's moment to shine is right now, because in 10 to 20 seconds, he's gonna be in somewhat of a pickle. And I would love early ballistics from Chart as well. And that's exactly what he's doing. He's dropping a university, and he's got this hill. So that's not bad for Chart.
It's late. It's late. The ballistics will be earlier. Now with those Eagles +2 and the skirmishers, he's gonna take absolutely everything. All the archers 4 is gonna be down. He's not killing. He killed 1 village. Trying at least try to kill as much village as possible. Well, he's now with the same village and similar military, but now how do you stop that? He should put the archers in front, behind his buildings, in my opinion, wall a little bit more, and pray.
Exactly, he needs to pray.
I mean, what else, you know?
What else can he do at this point?
Pray, man. You need to pray, because maybe he's not a believer, you know, but pray, man. You need to pray, because siege wars upcoming, and big problems here for Chart right now.
Yeah, definitely. And you know what? The Siege Workshop and the army going forward is going to be so difficult for Chart to stop. Chart has some military. He's got 14 crossbow running around, but I feel like the Eagles alone would be enough to clean up the crossbow, even without those skirmishers. Now, we're not even talking about the siege that's gonna be pooped out in a second. So the good thing for Chart is that he's gonna delay the village, exactly, and he could kill the Vil, and that could be huge. But no, good move from Yo, keeping that villager alive right there. At the same time, Yo is breaking in at the top, man, while Chart is adding a TC.
doing some good micro. You know what I don't like is that he went to a standard, and in this situation, I think it will be a good transition to go stables, honestly. Like, in the start, just to catch up, because it's almost impossible, the Eagles, just go knights, you know, in my opinion, knights and crossbows. And then you add TCs after. It will be cheaper TCs. You don't need to go super greedy with the town centers. You know, I will go for knights, because with the knights, you will deal properly against the Eagles, and also you take the skirmishes, Mr. Mooney.
I completely agree. I feel like adding TCs when you don't have map control is such a scary thing to do, and only a few pro players can pull it off, really. Booming behind pressure is so difficult to do. And Chart is gonna try it. Chart has 0 map control, yet he's adding TCs. He's got double TC right now working. He's not with the Siege Workshop. I don't see him being able to defend against this. Now, the good thing for Chart, guys, is that his crossbow outranged the Mango. And look at this, he's going for his militia line. Double barrack from Chart. He's gonna play long swords, crossbow against the Eagle Warrior skirmishers.
Isn't easier to go the knights and you hold mobility, because this transition is good, they are strong, but it's also late, and it forces you to make more upgrades, because the knights, well, might be more expensive, but now the long swords are coming. He's gonna take the mango now. He's trying to make some good job. Well, we will see. He's gonna kill the mango. Now need to go back with the crossbows, and with a couple of long swords more, he maybe can deal properly, and he's doing okay at the moment.
Yeah, I completely agree. I like the army composition. I just don't like the execution, because Chart is gonna lose all of his crossbows right there. Chart lost all his crossbows. And I mean, he just needs to start from scratch again, getting that moss. Well, Chart, this is his time to shine. It's still somewhat early castle age. Britons need to do damage. He's not finding any damage. MrYo's got more villagers, a better KD, and Yo has got map control. So this is the time for Chart to shine. I like his army composition. He just needed to play it a little bit more saver. Right now, Chart should have like 25, maybe even 30 crossbow alive to really, you know, pressure Yo. But he wasted his army twice, and he's gonna be lacking map control because of it.
Let's see what he can do right now, because for now he's adding a third tone center. Village difference is there, and that's the problem. I mean, if you are behind also with the economy against the Mayans, so Bias is gonna be transitioning to the Imperial Age faster than Britons. This is impossible, because those Eagles are gonna be floating, are gonna be just dancing all over the map, super fast, you know, and that's so complicated. Now he's coming with Eagles, skirmishes, 4 skirmishes and 1 mangonel. What you can do with that army? Imagine if he was doing himself double stable, even if they are not with bloodlines, it will be much easier to also avoid those Eagles and try to snipe the knights, the mangonel, because with the long swords, the mobility is limited. Really?
Yeah, true. I completely agree. And the longer the game goes on, the more it becomes in favor of Yo. As you said, Yo has got 3 TCs. He's booming at home. The field difference is already up to 10 field difference right now, and it will not get any closer in the near future. So the push happening for Yo. Yo, is he hitting his own Eagles with this mango?
Some of them, but not too much. He has ground attack.
Okay.
That's ground attack. He take now the barrack again, is coming, and as we expected in this series, except the first game and some small mistake like that whole MrYo playing really solid. You know, few things that need to be improved. But again, and we're talking about this because it's now looking so good for Yo with 10 villages more army, not by far. And so let's see if he's gonna be able to do something. Look at the amount of scorpions he has.
Wow,
lot of scorpions, and this can be the last battle of the game, actually.
I completely agree. I love the Scorpion addition. Definitely a good move against Britons. Yo's got the army, he's taking down all the long swordsmen, and this is looking like GG. There's the mango, might get a good shot on these Scorps. But man, it's like you said, but even if Chart goes down right now, he played amazing in this tournament. Definitely made a name for himself. He should not feel bad about losing to MrYo.
I had just feel that he has played too meta during all the game. We need to see a second option, you know? Like if the game is going for a different situation, if the matchup is different, something else. Some forward, some, I don't know, some Dras FC. Like he went meta game every time. Sometimes it works, but sometimes against this kind of player like Yo, it's not working.
Yeah, it's not working. And I was actually hoping something that Dowd did against Leary, you know, like practice a certain
Exactly.
unorthodox playstyle and completely surprise your opponent with it. I was hoping to see that from Chart, but Chart, like he just tried to play it meta, and he's not a better meta player than Yo.
Yeah, but that what he did. Dowd is exactly what we are talking. Dowd did some crazy strategy that if his opponent is not expecting, doesn't explore properly, bam, got the game. And exactly what happened. And this is what you have to do when your opponents in the meta game are just better.
I completely agree. Yes, and this, like, I don't want to hype this up. This game is it's just over, guys. I'm sorry if it sounds a little bit depressing. Yes, Chart has still got 18, 19 archers now, but the hills is gone. Chart has got a castle in his base. He can only delay right now because MrYo, way more villagers, more military, full map control, definitely in the driver's seat.
There you go, MrYo. But man, now I have to tell you, not gonna lie, I wanted to see the Viper versus Yo tomorrow. I mean, now
Yeah,
that is
same.
there, I want to see the Viper versus MrYo tomorrow. I mean,
Yeah.
if Chart was doing the upset today, okay, incredible, wow. But then the Viper versus Chart, oh boy. Even if the Viper is tomorrow is favorite, we have to remember, we have to remind the last times that MrYo and Viper face in a big tournament and in a so much. People call MrYo Mr. 7-0 for a reason. I believe, I mean, this is completely different. $50,000 tournament, standard settings in quotes, Arabia 1v1, but Viper and Yo series are always really, really a must to watch, Mr. Money.
Man, they're always fire. And remember that interview from Yo, man, where he said that he didn't want to play Viper, or what did he say? Only in the finals? That's hilarious. We're gonna see it tomorrow. I can't wait. I'm gonna buy myself a Ben & Jerry ice cream, and I'm gonna sit back and I'm gonna watch that series, enjoy myself.
Well, now, Mr. Money, you're gonna take a small break right now because in the next series is gonna come MBL, but Moonfaller will come back for the third series again, okay?
Yes.
So he's gonna enjoy with you guys in the chat. I'm feeling not the best, but I will try to keep going. And now I'm gonna try to interview MrYo if he's coming. Mr. Mooney, well, I was going to say it, if you have enjoyed, but you were in love, so being in
Man,
love.
I was in love.
You definitely
I'm having
enjoyed,
the time
right?
of my life, and I'll be back soon, guys. I'll be in chat. See you later.
Okay, Mr. Mooney, thank you so much. We will talk, okay? He's gone already. Let's check the military. 29 Larry's army, 27 economy. Wow, look at that difference. It was really big, and this is the 3-0. Let's see if MrYo is around.
Hello.
Okay, guys, look who is here. MrYo, amigo, how you doing?
I'm doing great. Thanks.
You are doing great. Okay, congratulations. You are in the quarterfinals, okay?
Yeah.
But you're gonna face your favorite opponent tomorrow.
Yeah, I know. Gonna be a tough fight.
Okay, let's see. Let's go first for the series today. Did you feel good? Did you like your let's say your performance today?
It's good, I guess. Not the best, but it's good enough for me.
Okay. Yeah. And for tomorrow, you have to play in another level to face the Viper and try to get the Snake out of the tournament.
Yeah. I have to be the Dragon Slayer. I mean, Snake Slayer.
Okay.
Tomorrow. Yeah.
Okay. So the level that you play today is an oath for tomorrow?
No, not enough. I have to outbest myself to be able to beat Viper. I'll try my best.
Okay, I feel that the first game was the rush with the Incas. It couldn't be better, right?
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, I mean, I was talking with my co-caster, with Moonfaller, that maybe you miss it to send another villain the other side instantly because you didn't surprise at all. He was waiting you in one only spot, so then he was safe. Then you, go.
I mean, I should have done that to send the other wheel to his other wood earlier. That was sloppy. the tower rush was a failure, I think.
Okay. Anyway, I know that you didn't want to meet the Viper tomorrow, but from 0 to 10, how is the motivation for MrYo to face the Viper tomorrow?
7.
Only 7 motivation? I was expecting 20,000 or something. You only have 7 motivation? Can you explain?
Yeah, 7 is a lot, man. It's Viper.
7. He means 7-0. You know, guys. He means 7-0, Mr. 7-0. Okay. I got now what you mean. I got now what you mean, MrYo. Okay. Well. Okay. I don't know. Are you gonna try to I don't know, to practice now? I don't know if you're gonna cast the rest of the games, you're gonna try to analyze, or you will try to relax till tomorrow.
I think I will just relax. I've practiced a lot recently with Nico and Hera Accelerate, so I think I'm done practicing. And it's all Arabia. I can't think of anything I should practice. It's not like
so better to relax.
Some other strategy. Yeah.
Okay.
Just chill.
Just chill. Well, I like that. Well, MrYo, I want to let you relax and wish you the best for tomorrow versus the Viper. And thank you so much for coming.
Thank you.
Thank you, MrYo. Bye-bye. Take care.
Bye-bye.
Okay, guys. I mean, I don't like to disturb the players a lot. It's he has to think a lot, and we cannot ask many technical questions because he need to. I mean, he don't want to say also stuff that, well, to give ideas to the Viper. So he's gonna chill. And tomorrow, quarterfinals, best of 5, and it's gonna be the 3rd quarterfinal tomorrow. Hopefully, you have enjoyed with this first series of the day.